it's Whitney. Welcome back to Wednesday with Whitt. Today we're going to be talking about Homebuyers 101. Most people jump into buying a home without having a strategy in place. So today I'm going to go through 10 different bullet points of things you need to know and understand before you get ready to sign and buy a house. Number one is know your numbers. Get pre-approved, not just pre-qualified. Biggest thing to do when you are working to get pre-approved is know your buying power. How much can you actually afford? You're going to want your lender to give you what's called a cost estimate worksheet. That worksheet is going to break down your closing costs, cash to close, and your payment. So there's no guessing. You're going to know exactly what that's going to look like. Number two is understanding that your credit and finances matter. Your credit score impacts what your rate is. So the higher your credit score is, the better interest rate that you get. If you're hovering around like 500s, you're probably going to have a little bit higher interest rate. But if you have over 700, then just know you're going to get a better interest rate. Also, you need to know, don't open any new accounts when you're getting ready to buy a house. That is super, super important. Don't go buy furniture. Don't go buy a new car. You cannot open up any new accounts until after closing day. Number three is going to be your agent. Not all agents are the same. You need to have an agent that is well-versed in real estate. You need to have an agent that is a full-time real estate agent that has time to take you through that journey and making sure that their experience and their knowledge in the market that you're buying is well versed. Number four is going to be the market is not a one size fits all. So depending on if you're trying to be in Covington versus Atlanta, everything is different. The prices of homes are different. What you're going to get for the amount of money is different. So make sure you guys know that it's not equal playing fields. It really is based on location and what you're going to get for that amount of money. Number five is don't sit. Good homes move fast. So make sure you guys are setting yourself up in a position to be ready to say yes to submitting an offer when you find that home that you love. Don't sleep on it. If you sleep on it, it won't be there the next day if it's a good listing. Number six, inspections should never be negotiable. You guys always should have a home inspection on your property to make sure you understand and know exactly what you're getting into before you purchase that home. And this is done during the due diligence period. So whether your agent typed up 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, or 10 days, that's your period to get any inspection on your home that you need. That could include the actual home inspection, which you need to have. Could be a septic inspection, it could be termites, and whatever it may be. That's your time to get inspections done, and I would never waive the inspection. You always need to just spend the money and know exactly what position you are in when it comes to your house. Number seven is your cash to close and the cash that's needed. So most people think or don't understand, they think, oh yeah, my down payment's gonna be 3.5% for an FHA loan. That's true, but there's also closing costs that's going to be coming out of your pocket as well. So that's again where you go back to your lender and ask your lender for that cost estimate worksheet, because that's going to break down how much your down payment is, how much your closing cost is. And so you put those together and that's what equals your cash to close. Also, a little nugget here is to know your loan type. So if you're doing a conventional loan and you are trying to ask the seller for concessions, there's a 3% max on that concession that you can get from the seller. If you are an FHA, you can get 6% from a seller. If you are a VA, you can get 4% from a seller. So depending on what loan type you are currently using, depends on how much money you can get the seller to pay in your closing cost. And just so you know, they cannot pay your down payment. That down payment has to come from you. Unless you're doing like a down payment assistance where it comes from the government. That's the only avenue that gets you out of paying a down payment. Number eight is going to be think long term. So resale value matters. So depending on where you're at, you want to make sure that when you get ready to resell in the next 2 to 5 years or 7 years, or however long it takes you to do so, that you are in a market that's in good resale value. Also, I would say lean on your agent for that information. It's okay for you to ask them, is this going to be a good resale value home? Your location and your finishes also matter. So think about that when you move into a home that may not be updated, but you do updates, that's gonna help you in the long run be able to resell your home. And just don't overpay based on your emotions. Make it make sense, okay? Number 9 is that your follow-up and your communication is important and it wins deals. Make sure, one, that you have an agent that's extremely responsive, and also make sure you are very responsive to your agent and their timeline and the things that they're asking you to do. Also with your lender, if your lender comes to you and says, we need these documents, make sure you get it to them in a timely manner, because deadlines matter. They also are what makes or break you getting your earnest money back. So buyers who win are those that stay connected. And number 10, last but not least, is have a game plan in place. Know exactly where you want to be. Know exactly what type of home that you want. Know what that payment looks like and that what you can afford. Because just because you're pre-approved for it and your payment is $2,600 a month, you guys need to look at your budget and make sure that you're not going to be house broke. That's the worst thing you could do, is buy a house and be house broke. Make sure you have worked out your budget with whoever's going to be in your household to make sure it makes sense. Buying a home is not just a transaction, it's a strategy. And if you do it right, you build wealth every time. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, call the best and we'll do the rest. 770-597-2888. Self Property Advisors is here to help you with whatever you need. Thanks so much.